Alright guys, you know what time it is? It's time for a new video! As I just showed you on my shirt, we are doing a Pokemon one today. Pokemon has been one of my favourite video games of all time since I was playing video games at like 6, 7, so I thought what better to do than some Pokemon videos. What we're doing today is a top 10 of ground type Pokemon. They are my favourite type. If I was in the Pokemon world, I would be a ground type gym leader. Nerdy! Right, so without further ado, let's start it off. Number 10 is going to be Gliscor. To be fair, I'm not really bothered by Gliscor, but I had to pick 10, and there's not that many ground types. It's not like water types where you've got hundreds of them. It's a cool vampire type thing. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm mistaken, it's the only ground flying type. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like that's probably a thing. It's pretty cool competitively if you can get it with its that ability that lets it heal when it's poisoned. You just stick a toxic orb on it. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, that's my number 10. Number 9 will be Hippowdon, Hippopotami, the hippo Pokemon with the sand. I use it to set up Sandstorm on my Sandstorm teams. I prefer it to Tyranitar because I just feel like lots of people have counters to Tyranitar, with it being just rock and dark, so it's 4 times weak against fighting, etc. But yeah, it's a big hippo, big mouth. It makes sand and stuffs, so yay. Number 8 is Garchomp. Garchomp's a sweet, sweet dragon type Pokemon. It's kind of looks a little bit like a shark and an aeroplane and like a sand shark type thing. So there's that going for it, I suppose. I think maybe not so much in Gen 6, but since Gen 4, it's definitely been one of the strongest type dragons. Strongest dragon types. English is not my forte today, apparently. It's got a Mega Evolution. It's cool. It's got some like scythes and stuff, but you know, it's alright. It only got 8th place though, so yeah. 7th will be Dugtrio, Gen 1. It's my first game, like I said. Pokemon Red was the first one I ever played. I had Dugtrio on my team throughout the entire game. You get it right before the electric type gym, which is fantastic. It does look like 3 poos coming out the ground, or 3 brown people's willies. But it's fast, it's strong, it's just kind of a glass cannon. It doesn't last very long if it ever gets hit. It's a problem, so Dugtrio. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is Torterra. Now, I've not actually used Torterra that much. I'm a bit ashamed, even though it's my number 6 favourite ground type Pokemon. It's a grass ground type from Gen 4, but I never really started with it. I always started with Chimchar because Infernape was badass. But it looks cool, and that's the most important thing to me with Pokemon, is if they look cool, then I'll use them. I haven't really yet, but that's not the point. It looks cool. It's a big tortoise tree land dinosaur thing. It looks sweet. So yeah, number 6. Number 5 is Gastrodon from Gen 4. It's a slug. It's a big slimy slug, but it's water ground type, which has only got 1 weakness, grass, and that's pretty cool. It was always my go-to water type Pokemon in Gen 4, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Number 4 is Neato King. Oh my god, Neato King. How cool is Neato King? It's a big dinosaur from Gen 1, and it just kills everything. It's got a massive move pool. It can learn thunder and surf and loads of different moves that aren't ground or poison. It's really cool. Number 3 is Escadrille. It's a steel ground type Pokemon from Gen 5. It's my favourite Gen 5 Pokemon, to be fair. I used it in game, I used it competitively, and it was fantastic. With Sand Rush in a Sandstorm team, it outspeeds so many things. And then you stick Sword Stance on it, and it's just a complete beast. It wrecks faces. It wrecks everything. So yeah. Now with the last two, it's more nostalgia than anything. They're not necessarily the best Pokemon. They're not necessarily the strongest Pokemon or anything like that. It's just, yeah, just keep that in mind. Number 2 is Flygon. Now I know everyone wants a Mega Flygon. Now I'm in two minds about Mega Flygon, because what if they do make a Mega Flygon and it looks terrible? We've just ruined Flygon. And Flygon's pretty cool. It's cool, like sunglasses things that he's got going on. But I hope they make one. I hope they make it decent, because he's cool. I had him since the desert in Pokemon Ruby on Game Boy Advance, and he's just fantastic. He is Ground Dragon type again, which is a really cool type. Yeah, I think if I had a team in real life, he would be part of it. I could use him to like fly around to the shops and stuff like that. It'd be cool. And my number 1 favourite ground type Pokemon. It's also my favourite Pokemon ever, so anyone who actually knows me will know exactly what it is straight away. It's Swampert. Swampert was my starter in Pokemon Ruby, with most of the other teams using ground and fire types in Ruby. It just wrecked the other team. It wrecked most of the gyms. It only had one weakness, again, like Gastrodon. It's only got grass weakness. It's bulky, it's powerful, it doesn't take any messing around. It just wrecks everything. And now with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it's got a Mega Evolution, which gives it Swift Swim. Yes! So it's fast and bulky and powerful, and my favourite Pokemon of all time ever. So yeah, that was my top 10 ground type Pokemon. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or any other kind of videos, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but it would be nice. Right, thanks guys, and I will see you in a bit.